You've seen the pros and cons videos about moving to Holly Springs. Now watch this video and get the real scoop on the Holly Springs area. Where is Holly Springs? It's located southwest of Raleigh, of downtown Raleigh, near US 1 freeway. Holly Springs is a little town that is booming and bustling into a major metropolis. So is it right for you? Stick around and we hope to answer that question on this video. Also, I'm going to give you my super secret spot, my favorite spot in Holly Springs that not everybody knows about, and if you weren't paying attention, you'd drive right by it. So stick around for that, as well as number 6 on our list. The very last one is kind of a zinger. I didn't know about this. Somebody just told me about it recently, and I'm like, okay, that's something people should know. So I wanted to make sure you guys know. Let's dive right in. The very first thing we want to talk about is who moves to Holly Springs? And really, on a high level, people move to Holly Springs because they don't want to pay the prices in, say, Cary or downtown Raleigh, inside the Beltline, and in some of the more expensive areas. So where is Holly Springs? Holly Springs is located south of Cary and south of Apex. It's the next major town as you're going directly south from Cary to Apex, past US 1 and down 55 to Holly Springs. Now, Holly Springs used to be a sleepy little town, okay? It was farmland, lots of that, but over the last 20 years, it has just absolutely exploded. And there's a lot of people there, traffic there, congestion, there's developments, all of this stuff happening. So why would people be moving into this area if they want to experience, say, small town North Carolina life? Well, because it's kind of got a bit of everything. It's got a bit of that downtown life. It's not a big downtown, probably about 4 or 5 blocks. And it's got restaurants, and it's got all the shopping you could want. I mean, everything is there as far as all the major stores. And so there's a lot of convenience to living in Holly Springs, and you're not paying the price that you pay even just 10 miles away up in Cary. You're not paying the same prices. You also have the opportunity in Holly Springs to buy yourself a new construction home. Okay, Holly Springs has at least 5 or 6 major developers that are coming into the area, building townhouses, single-family homes, and for the price of a condo in Cary or the Beltline or closer to Raleigh, you can buy a home, a house down there in Holly Springs, have a little bit of land, a little bit of space around you, a community, a nice area to live. So that's what's really going on with Holly Springs. It really combines convenience, a downtown that's walkable and fun. They have celebrations for 4th of July. They shut down the streets, all the little small town stuff that, but you're really in a small metropolis just outside of the city. Convenience-wise, basically it's 20 to 30 minutes to the major things that you're going to be thinking of. Number 1, the airport. Okay, RDU is only 30 minutes away. Raleigh Triangle, just a little bit further, probably 35 minutes. Downtown Raleigh, same thing. You can probably get there in 30 to 40 minutes. Of course, that depends on the traffic. Please check it out on Google, but you can get to most of those places quite easily. Now, just below Holly Springs is Fuquay Varina. We did make a video for that. If you'd like to check that out, you can see what Fuquay Varina looks like, and you can save a little bit more on your cost there. Not a lot over Holly Springs, but a little bit more. And again, you're going further south, away from downtown Raleigh and away from Cary and the airport. Don't leave until you hear about my favorite secret gem spot that's hidden inside Holly Springs. You're not going to want to miss it. So as I mentioned, Holly Springs has all the shopping. All the shopping is there. I'm going to give the one exception, and everybody asks about Costco. Yeah, you do not have a Costco directly in Holly Springs, but it's only a 10-minute drive away. So very close location, great location to everything. And because this area has such expanse, they were able to continue to build outside of the main downtown area, which is quite small and has older houses and all of that. I mean, when you drive through downtown, you are going to see a dilapidated house on the north side of the street, on the north side of Main Street, and right next to it is a brand new development with a sushi shop and a burger joint. So development is happening quite quickly in the area, but they couldn't put the major shopping downtown. They did put down their Wake Med facility, and it's a fantastic facility. From what I'm told, people are saying it's just top notch. Soon as you get outside of that downtown area, you're gonna see this basically a highway with 2 lanes on each side and lots of traffic, and it's GB Alford 55, which goes from US 1 all the way down to Fuquay Varina, and it's a straight shot. It's pretty easy to take that road in and out. All the shopping's there. You've got Walmart, you've got Target, you've got an AMC theater with an IMAX in it, and all the shopping that you could want, including Old Navy. There's a Panera Bread there, lots of different options for shopping, and it's all very conveniently located in a close place. That's a big attraction for Holly Springs. As I said, please stick around so I can tell you about my hidden gem in downtown Holly Springs. The next thing, and we did just mention this, is traffic. Okay, traffic is a deal. We're gonna show you some shots of what it's like, and especially during commuter times in the morning and in the evening, getting through downtown Holly Springs, which they did create the 55 to go around, but sometimes you just can't get through to where you need to without going through the main part of downtown Holly Springs. You can't travel that part without some traffic during the hot times, okay? So just expect that during your commuter times, and if you're living in those areas right around there, you're gonna have to just kind of deal with it because it's 1 lane in and out of there. That being said, as soon as you get out of those really congested areas and you get off 55 and off Main Street, off of Holly Springs Road, it's much clearer out there, and there's a lot of really beautiful areas, especially just a few minutes outside of the main part of Holly Springs. We've been exploring it because we relocated from California, and we're still discovering little pockets of areas, including some beautiful developments of new construction out there. I have worked with several clients that are building and buying in the new construction areas around Holly Springs, and they absolutely love it. Great amenities, great shopping, everything that we've mentioned. If you've already decided that Holly Springs is not for you, check out these videos. Click here for a video about Apex, which is a little closer to the Triangle and closer to Cary. And you can click over here to check out further away, which is Fuquay Varina. We toured downtown Fuquay Varina, and we'll show you some highlights there. It's a popular video. You might want to check those out as well. All right, you stuck around, so I'm going to let you know about my #1 secret hot spot in Holly Springs, and it is called Wine 100. Wine 100. Why is it so great? Well, have you ever gone to a wine bar, a restaurant, whatever, and you kind of felt locked in on buying a glass of wine? Maybe it's a 6-ounce pour or a 9-ounce pour, and you're looking at the menu going, man, you know, I have to buy this glass of wine, or I have to buy a bottle of wine. Wine 100 is the perfect place where they have a multitude of wines on tap, basically, that you can sample as much as you want. Obviously, you can get a full pour if you want, or all the way down to 1-ounce tastes. Now, they give you a cool little convenient card. You stick the card in the slot, put your glass up, and press the button, and you're able to get a sample of the wine. So wine tasting made like the way it should be, and I haven't found another place around that's as cool as this. If you stop into Wine 100, make sure you tell Bob and Joe that Chris sent you and that you saw it on the video and you'd love to have some wine samples. They also have a huge selection of craft and local beers from the North Carolina state. Stick around till the end when I give you the one thing that I've been told is kind of a big deal for people in this area, and you might want to know it before you decide to buy a home in Holly Springs. All right, next up is schools. And for a lot of people with families, you've got kids, they're entering school, maybe they're middle school, junior high, whatever it may be. People want to know about schools. I am a licensed realtor here in North Carolina. I'm not allowed to tell you what's really great or bad, or this is a good school or not. We've got rules around that stuff, whatever. But I can tell you that Holly Springs is in Wake County. I can tell you that Holly Springs High School is well rated. Most of the schools in the area are well rated. What you're going to want to do is your research online. Go to greatschools.org or call the schools or check them out. But no matter what, and I say this on every video, call the school ahead of time. You can't always automatically get into a school. They cap out, they will run out of room, and you'll have to go to the other school or whatever, a secondary school. So yeah, you definitely want to check those things out before you move and you wind up not being able to get into the school you want. Before we hit our final point, let me invite you to connect with us. I'm a realtor here in North Carolina. I help lots of people move into the state, relocate within the state, and they need to figure out where the best place is to land. Well, let me help you. We can connect on Zoom or online with a phone call, and my phone number, you can text or call, is in the description below, and also my email. And just reach out to us and see if we're a good fit to be able to help you find the right place to live. It's always good to talk to an expert, or really somebody who just lives in the area and can kind of give you the inside scoop. So connect with us today. Finally, we're getting to this mysterious final point that might deter you from moving to Holly Springs. That is the South Lake Landfill. South Lake Landfill is located not too far from Holly Springs, just a little bit north. And some people make jokes about, hey, can you smell the landfill from where you live? I personally haven't experienced it. I've been in and out of Holly Springs a dozen times, and I've been in the area. However, it might be something to consider, especially if you're getting close to the landfill. Depending on how the weather is, it gets hot. Today it happens to be about 90 degrees, and the aromas might start flowing. So before you commit to that beautiful home that might be located next to a landfill, have somebody check it out for you. We can do a video tour for you or FaceTime, and make sure that that house isn't located in an area that you're going to regret later on. I invite you to a 15-minute phone call where we can help you and connect you with the right part of Raleigh so that your move is smooth and exciting, and I look forward to talking to you. Thanks.